Hi, my name is Sophie, and today I will do a book review on the book, The BFG by ROALD DAHL. The BFG by ROALD DAHL has two main characters. One of them is the BFG, the big friendly giant, and the other one is Sophie. Now, Sophie is a little girl, but she is not me. She is definitely not me. She is an orphan, and she lives in an orphanage run by old Mrs. Clonkers. But then, one day in the middle of the night, a giant whisks her off to giant country. You can imagine how scary that would be for Sophie. You would have been frightened too if you were been whisked out of your bed in the middle of the night. Luckily for Sophie, the giant that whisked her off was the big friendly giant. If she had been whisked off by any of the 9 other giants, she would have been eaten alive, which is horrifying. The big friendly giant does not eat humans, but the 9 other giants that live in giant country do. These giants all have bloodthirsty names such as Man-Hunger, Maid-Muncher, Butcher Boy, and Flesh Lump Eater, and Blood Bottler. Don't you think those are terrible names? Now the BFG is a very interesting giant. He eats snozzcumpers. I don't exactly know how to pronounce it because it's very hard to pronounce in my opinion, but he says that snozzcumpers are very horrible to eat indeed. Another strange thing is, instead of burping, giants whiz pop. You probably don't know what a whiz pop is. Let's just say that a whiz pop is something that comes out of your rear end, a gas. You can imagine how smelly whiz popping would be for a giant, and how loud. Better hold your nose. But anyway, let's get back to the book. Sophie does not like how the giants all gobble up humans every night like we would lollipops. So she decides to find up a plan to stop them. You wouldn't like to be eaten, would you? So Sophie made a good idea, and the BFG and her stopped the giants once and for all. My favorite character is Sophie, not because she shares the same name as me, but because she's very brave and smart. She's brave because she stands up to the giants, and she's smart because she comes up with a plan with the BFG to stop the giants. And I'm very grateful. I wouldn't like to be eaten. Now, I do have a least favorite part of this book. The least favorite part of this book is when the blood bottler comes into the cave where the BFG lives. Do you see how hideous he is? Half naked with a piece of cloth around his bottom and all that hairy face and all that rivers of spit coming down his chin. That is a bloodthirsty giant, all right. That is not hard to imagine that he eats children and women and men all night. But luckily, these giants don't end up eating any of us, which I'm grateful, because we could have been eaten all the time. We would have been hunted to extinction. So, it was a good thing that these giants were gone. My least favorite characters of this book is all the 9 bloodthirsty giants. They're terrible. They eat humans, and they all say that they taste delicious. Ugh, that is disgusting. But anyway, I do have a favorite part of this book, thank goodness. My favorite part is when Sophie and the BFG save all the humans in England and several other countries too from being eaten all the time, which is a very good thing. And despite the fact that there are many very scary moments in this book, I recommend to you to read this book if you like magic, fantasy, adventure, and giants. Thank you for watching.